YouTube. Your boy is back with another video. And listen, I'm still ill, as you can tell by my voice, but we gotta get back in the gym, man. It's been 5 days, and right now I feel tiny, man. The body dysmorphia is hitting, so we're gonna do a push day, and I'm gonna show you guys what you should do before you work out, because I think a lot of us, we're so fixated on like getting in the gym and just giving it 100, but you don't prepare beforehand. I do, and I had to kind of teach myself this lesson. But what you eat the night before, even the week before, the training session before, all of these things will impact your next session. So I'm gonna show you guys some of, the supplements, the diet side of things, how I mentally prep myself, all of that stuff, what you wanna do before, and then I'm gonna take you through a push day, but with a more informative spin on things. I'm actually gonna like break down whilst we're in the gym what I do. If it's not too loud, I might have to do a voiceover. We're gonna see, but yeah, man, hit that like button, sub to the channel, and let's go downstairs and let me show you how I get started, man. All right, so step number one of having a productive workout is gonna be that pre-workout meal. Ideally, we wanna train in a fed state, because when you train fasted, there's plenty of studies to show that your body is just generally going to have less energy. Yes, if you prefer training like fasted, you can do that, but ideally, we wanna be in a fed state. And the reason being, it makes sense when you think about it. When we train, our primary source of energy is carbohydrates. Our body is going to want to pull from that to get glycogen to fuel our workout. So now when you're low on glycogen, which is more common when, some of you guys are cutting, and even myself, before I got ill, I was cutting as well, you're going to want to make sure that during that pre-workout meal, you're getting in a lot of carbs. So me, my highest carb meal of the day typically is my breakfast, because I want to get as much carbs in my system so that when I work out, my body has no problem drawing from, those energy stores. Furthermore, if you're someone where you work and you do a 9 to 5, something like that, where you might be training later in the day, I would argue that you still want to have that last meal or that pre-workout meal an hour before. So the timing is really important as well, but timing is going to depend on what food you eat. So if you have slower digesting carbs like oats, things like that, you're going to want to wait at least an hour. But if you have fast digesting carbs, you could be having white bread, even pasta, potatoes. These are fast digesting carbs. You can have that within 30 minutes and then go to the gym. At every single meal, especially at pre-workout meal, you want to have a really good protein source, one type of fruit or vegetable, and then some healthy fat in the meal as well. So I'm going to take you through an example meal, which is, something I have every single day. You guys have seen it. Let's get into it. So for the first meal of the day, I'm going with 4 eggs, and this is going to be my protein source for the meal. So that right there is already a lot of protein. I've only got literally 1 slice left of wholemeal bread, so we're gonna have to go 1 slice, cut it in half. You already know every single day I have oats. So regarding the oats, it's just golden oats, like golden syrup flavor, dark chocolate 90%, and raisins, and then I'm gonna put some berries in there. Trying to think anything else I'm missing. We got some butter, got my green tea ready to be prepared, my Shilajit, and then some supplements that I'm gonna take you through as well. Serious pre-workout meal, man. Look at it. This shit looks beautiful. My Shilajit, my green tea, some water, because I need to take my other supplements there. The reason why this is here is because I put 1 scoop of protein into my oats. So I'm going to put the calories on the screen, but I believe this meal to be just around 1,000 calories. About 60 to 70 grams of protein and a lot of carbs. So let me set up the camera and talk a bit. But when it comes to my morning supplements, these are the 4 that I typically like to take. So starting off with the multivitamin, this is the Legion Triumph multivitamin. The great thing about this is it actually comes with ashwagandha. So instead of me now supplementing like ashwagandha separately, I can just take this and I get it in. Obviously, it has all them important minerals that we need as men as well, like zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, everything's in there. But I'm heavy on, as well as my diet is on point, it's important that I supplement with them to just further make sure that I'm on the good side of getting them in. Furthermore, your body doesn't absorb every nutrient equally. So this just gives me that reassurance that, okay, cool, I'm locked in and I'm getting in my minerals. When it comes to fish oil, this is pretty simple. Omega-3 is such an important thing that us guys need. I don't have fish too much. I have fish like once to twice a week. Some weeks I don't. So again, it's vital I get omega-3, because if I'm not eating fish, I'm not even getting any in. So this is where this comes in, and it's pretty simple how I like to take it as well. So with the Legion Triton, you just want to get 4 capsules. With the fish oils, they look like that. You just want to get 4. I just dropped one. I can't lie, if you can't swallow big things, pools, then that is going to be a struggle, because they're quite big capsules. And then with the multivitamins, it says on the back, like, if you want to be super optimal, you can have 4 in the morning and 4 at night. But bro, I'm just trying to save time, so I have 8 at the same time. I just take the full serving every morning. So that's all 8. Alright, so we got I need one more. And then yeah, you want to have it with a meal as well. So I've had a few bites and stuff of my food. So they look like that. That's what the multivitamins are, with ashwagandha included as well. If you don't know what ashwagandha is, it's an adaptogen, and the best thing about it, it helps you lower your cortisol, and cortisol is linked to stress. And the lower your cortisol is as a man, the more optimized your testosterone is going to be. So it indirectly can optimize and increase testosterone in a lot of men as well. So yeah, all 8. I don't want those ones are crazy, but yeah. So those are my, you know, morning vitamins. And then the other thing, I've only been doing this recently. So this is micronized creatine, okay? And I'm sure you all know what creatine is. Creatine is basically going to help your body perform better in the gym. Because of the ATP stores get full up once you take creatine, it then means that your body can pull from them when you work out, therefore making your workouts a bit more effective. I just put my creatine, let me show you right now. You see the scoop? No, you can't. I literally put the creatine in my oats. So these are my oats. You can see creatine here. I've been getting a bit lazy recently where, because I don't really take protein shakes during the day, I'll just have it with my oats. It just makes sense to put the creatine inside the oats because I can't taste it. So yeah, that's basically all the supplements that I have in the morning. And then this is why I emphasize that like the morning's the most important thing, because I tend to train in the morning now. So with that in mind, it's important that my first meal of the day is packed with nutrients and things to provide myself with energy, so that when I get in the gym, I can just hit it hard, man. So yeah, if you didn't know, I partnered up with Legion supplements. So like all of these stuff I've been showing you about a month ago, but I was using their products beforehand, just making sure I'm happy with it. And I can say their products are great. So if you want to support me and save some money, they have a Black Friday sale on right now. You can use discount code Ramel to save money on legion.com. So I'm going to put the link in the description below. So yeah, tap in, use my code if you want to support and save. And then once we're done with this meal, I'm going to chill for about an hour, straight to the gym. We attack that workout. I'm looking forward to it, man, because this is my first session, like I told you guys, in the last 5 days. I feel tiny right now. I'm looking at my arms, I'm thinking, this ain't me. Like this shirt before was a bit tighter. Feeling a bit loose right now, but yeah, we're gonna enjoy this meal and then pull up to the gym and just go crazy, man. I'm gonna show you guys how I go on my chest, my shoulders, my triceps, because it's a full push day. But I'm not gonna focus too much on the individual muscles. It's more just the exercises I use and things like that. We're gonna talk about the mindset that you need to have before going into the gym, yeah? I've not even left my house yet. I'm about to pull up and I already know exactly what I'm going to do. You need to have a fucking routine or plan before you go into the gym. I know so many men that just walk into the gym and they have no sort of plan or structure. In fact, furthermore, I know some people that say they got a routine, but then when they pull up, if the gym's too busy or someone's using that machine, they switch up. You shouldn't be switching up your workouts that often, man. You want to stick to the same routine. I've been following this program for the last 2 years. I've made some minor changes recently because I want to account for functionality, flexibility, mobility, things like that. But your routine shouldn't be changing. So those are the 2 things regarding mindset that you need to be prepped for. And as corny as it sounds, you got to be ready for war, man. Personally, I want to use my time in the gym wisely. I'm not one of them guys where you're going to catch me talking for a very long time often. Occasionally, I might be catching up with someone, but I'm there, I'm fucking locked in, and then I'm locked back out, I go home. So when you're there looking at your progress, this is the thing. I think it's such a weird question when someone asks how long you've been training for, because I think everyone's years have been different. I have been someone that has been extremely dedicated for the last 7 years. So when it comes to me saying 7, I can say a confident 7. But when I ask other people, a lot of the time I'll get, I've been on and off, blah, blah, but then I go deep into that. I say, okay, cool. During the times you've been on training, have you been tracking your diet? Have you been, really consistent with making sure you're sticking to the same routine? Has your form been great? Then I'm hearing no, no, no. Then I'm like, okay, cool. Then you haven't really been training properly. Now, I'm not saying gym has got to be super serious all the time. You see me train with one of my boys, Mod Life Max. When we train, we were fucking around a little bit, like banter and that, but we'll getting shit done. Like me, I personally like to train by myself. Let me know what you guys prefer, but I just feel like I'm more in the zone. I'm locked in when I'm by myself. When I train with other people, I'm not as locked in, you know. Just pull it up, man. This weather in the UK is a joke. If you know how cold it is right now, like blood clot. But let me try and do a fit check. So we got the full Young LA fit on. Got the Young LA Maverick set. Young LA stringer underneath, and we got a van coming, so I got to step back. And then I'm just rocking a Trapstar Gelée because it's cold right now. The boys got to stay warm, man. And then I don't know if you can see the full fit. Yeah, you can. And then I got some Nike Cage on. See me and trainers, I'm not no follower, man. I'm not picking up no pair of trainers because I see Bear Man wearing it. I'ma wear what I like, you feel me? So we're in, we're here, and respect to this gym, man. They only charge me £7.50 for a day pass because if you know other gyms, bro, other gyms be violating, they be charging. Bro, I went to the gym the other day, they charged me £15 for a fucking day pass, bro. So shout out to this gym, but let me show you how we're gonna get started, man. I'd even tell you guys as well, I think if you're someone that looks at my community posts, and you're gonna know that I've been sponsored by Young LA, so that's why I was telling you about their stuff. So yeah, again, right now, just full fit, Young LA, getting a job done. And if you wanna support me and save some money, they got a Black Friday sale on right now, so you can also use that code Ramel. The way we're gonna start is by warming up. And to be fair, when it comes to warm up, you can stick to just doing 10 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of dynamic stretching. But preferably recently, I've been on my cardio shit where I like to get ready by just hopping on a treadmill. I'm gonna put a max incline and I'm gonna put my speed at like 2.5 miles per hour. That gets me nice and ready for the workout, man. But again, you need to find what works for you. So we're gonna lock this in, get our body warmed up. But yeah, I feel like especially during the winter, like now where it's getting a lot colder, this is even more important. Like you need to be doing this now more than ever because, bro, you guys already know my lower back is still injured, so I can't, like, I'm still recovering. But it gets to a point where it's like, these seasons where it's super cold, your body's gonna take longer to warm up in the gym. And right now, I'm in a bodybuilding gym. There ain't no heater on a radiator, anything like that. It's just cold. So I'm gonna proper focus on the warm up today. And then after obviously doing this, we're gonna get one of the workouts still. Cool. I'ma just hope you boys can hear me throughout this loud ass music, because to me it's hella loud in it. So I'm gonna be speaking a bit raised. But yeah, this is a gym, man. Absolute gym, bodybuilding gym. It's alright, but it's just bare tiny. I don't really fuck with it. But I needed a change of space to come back. My comeback can't be with the same faces that I'm tired of seeing at my old gym or my regular gym. So what we're gonna start off is with bench press, and the reason being, you always wanna do your heaviest or your most draining movement first. So for me, that's obviously the barbell bench, so I'm gonna get that in. And typically, I train anywhere between 8 to 15 reps on my bench. So when it comes to aesthetics, you really wanna focus on the upper chest. I made a mistake where my first year of training, I wasn't doing any incline movements. Then during my second year, I started doing incline movements. And then during my 5th year, so not too long ago, I only started doing dumbbell incline chest press. So my incline and my upper chest is a bit behind, I can't lie, so now we're playing catch up. But yeah, as you see, you're gonna see by the weights, I'm not gonna go too heavy, but I'm gonna focus on that form though. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Shit feels alien to me, fam. You know the ones you pull up to a new gym, start using the equipment you feel out of place. I feel out of place here, fam. But we're gonna be warmed up and then we're good to go. But even the bench, I feel like this ain't suitable for my body. My back ain't got enough space, bro. But yeah, just wanna make sure you're letting the barbell touch your chest, you're not bouncing it. You're pushing with your chest as well. That's it. So we're getting in a warm-up sit right now. I look back at the footage and guys, you're not trying to hear that audio, so for the rest of the workout, it's going to be a voiceover. But this is good, man. It keeps things fresh. Furthermore, I had to switch up my usual routine because they didn't have a lot of the equipment that I have at my actual gym. And this gym was flipping cold. Like, I had to double check if there was heating, and I fully asked them. They said no, but it makes sense, innit? So yeah, let's get straight into it, man. I'm going to teach you guys how I train, you know, regarding my push day and all of that stuff as well. So this is like a staple for a reason, man. It's great for building your overall chest and, you know, size. I always focus on form, so I'm keeping my reps controlled. I'm not ego lifting, and for most exercises, I always stick to doing anywhere between 2 to 4 sets. Occasionally on a bench press, I might do 5 like today because I focused on volume, and I always aim between 8 to 15 reps as well. And the most important thing I want you to take away from today's video is about finding a routine that works for you. I get asked a lot, Romel, what's your this, what's your that, what's your... But the point of training and building a lifestyle that is sustainable is you need to find what works for you. So if there's something in my routine that you don't like, you don't have to do it. You can find your own way of doing it. But the most important thing is always going to be intensity, because if you're not pushing yourself close to failure, you're literally like leaving gains on the table. So after moving over from the bench press, we moved on to the incline dumbbell press, and this is great for that upper chest activation. I wish I had this in my routine from day one, but again, we're playing catch up like I said. So I'm focusing on that full range of motion, I'm controlling the weight on the way down, and then I'm driving it up again with power. Again, 3 to 4 sets here, with my last set taken to failure. It's all about pushing yourself without sacrificing form too much. And then I switched up things to the decline press because this gym didn't have my like regular incline chest press machine. As I told you guys, I'm really trying to focus on my upper chest this year, especially because I'm behind. So I like to do 2 incline movements, but I just couldn't find a great alternative in this gym. So we had to make do with a decline. I'll be real, I don't even recommend it, but I'm just literally showing you guys what I've done. But to be fair, I did feel it a lot because I've done this at once. As you can see, I'm working really hard. It gave me a nice pump, but I don't recommend it. You shouldn't really be doing any decline movements. So that's like literally it for the chest side of things, and now we're moving over to the shoulders. But when it comes to the shoulders, it's very simple. You just want to be hitting all your shoulders equally. So each part of your shoulder, the front delts, the side delts, the rear delts. So we start off with the shoulder press because this is a compound movement. So again, when it takes up a lot of energy, you want to do these towards the start of your workout, not towards the end. So with this, it's just, controlling the reps, trying to get not even full range of motion, but I'm not letting the momentum take over, because with machines I've noticed when I do full range of motion, I don't feel it as much as when I stop towards the top. And this shoulder press was kind of weird. Like I'm not even sure if it is a typical shoulder press. It felt quite unconventional. But again, just making sure you're not swinging too much and you're really working like the right muscle. If you're not feeling your front delt activate during a shoulder press, your form is off. And that's something that goes to every exercise. If you're not feeling the muscle that is meant to be targeted, then your form is off and you need to fix it immediately. And that's why I like to think in 2024, going to 2025 with my fitness knowledge, I truly believe that form is not always objective. What I mean is one individual might have a different way of doing something, still the same exercise, but just perform slightly differently, and it works for them. So things like that, you just need to find what works for you. And then we moved over to the lateral raises, the big boys. So these are going to be good for your side delts, but I superset them with front raises. So when it comes to my form, it is pretty strict on the lateral raises. You know that like old like maths teacher that we used to have that was mad stricter than that. Like you need to just make sure at some point to get that burn. Like look at my face, look at the pump, man. So yeah, for the lateral raises, just go hard with that form, go towards failure. Like I just kept going until I physically couldn't do any more. And these are killer back to back. So after we move on to the front delts, like the front raises, and I keep it light and I'm squeezing on the top. The higher you can bring the dumbbell, the better. But this is a serious superset, man. And I'm heavy on like, yeah, you don't need to actually train your front delts because they're targeted throughout all these other things. But come on, man, that's a bit stupid to think like that, because wouldn't you want more gains and activation? I know I definitely do, man. And then we moved over to the rear delt flyer. I can't lie, a lot of people skip this, man, but it's the most important part of the shoulder. If you want that rounded look, especially from the back, you need to be doing this. It took me a few years to start doing this, and I wish I'd done it from day one. But yeah, they're the key for hitting that, back of the shoulder and balancing out your pressing movements. They're going to help with your stabilizers, going to create more stability in those pressing movements. Quite simple. I like to put a pin at the top and pull as close to a 90-degree angle as possible, but my elbow's gonna come back first. And again, if you're not feeling your rear delt activate, then your form is off. And then we finish off with some triceps. There's some shit tricep like machines, so I had to just do some unorthodox things. So we started off with some tricep dip machines. These things are quite good. I have them at my regular gym, but this version felt weird. It's not like the same like my regular one. They're simple and effective, like for getting a pump. So I just done 3 sets towards failure. And then I moved over to tricep pushdowns, which are a must for me. I've been doing them for many years now. And you need to make sure that your elbows are tight to your side, because as you can see here, my elbow started to flare up. And then when I looked at myself in the mirror, that's when I locked back in and I was really focusing on that squeeze at the bottom. Bro, if you feel a type of way looking at yourself, don't be, man. That's what the mirrors are for in the gym. You need to look at your form. Like, I perform better when I squat, when I use dumbbells, anything. If I can look at myself, yeah, I know I look good, but also I need to make sure my form is on point as well. And that's what the mirrors are for, so use them. And then we finish up with katana extensions. These are going to hit the long head of the tricep, which is vital for that full thick look. And remember, your tricep takes up more of your arm than your biceps, so you really need to focus on them. But yeah, they're a nice change of pace from like the regular tricep exercises that you see. I've been doing this for many years now as well. But yeah, here's the pump check after the workout. I can't lie, my triceps, my shoulders, my chest, they're on fire. And the thing is as well, because I took a few days off, I am holding a bit of water. Now my waist is not looking as like small, but I know that will come down back in a few couple of days. I'm not gonna do too much cardio today because again, I need to focus on recovery. So I'm not even gonna do cardio today. I'm just gonna go home now, recover, get a nice pre-workout meal, keep it locked in. But yeah, here's how we're looking, man. Regarding the physique, let me hit it from the back. Can I see the, yep. So we're looking, man. So yeah, that's the workout today, man. All I want to say is just, love for watching. Comment down below what workout you want to see next. Keep it locked in, man. This is the point of these videos. I'm trying to keep you guys focused. Winter's one of the toughest seasons for us men, so we got to stay dialed in, man. Again, reminder, you can use discount code Ramel to save on supplements and at youngla.com as well. So I'm going to put the links to that in the description. But yeah, man, keep it locked in. I'm going to be back with another upload soon, man. Love.